Hi everyone and welcome back. In today's video I'm gonna start with the most important part or most important subject in Microsoft Excel, which is formulas and functions. In this video we will just explain some basics, some like fundamentals of formulas and function in Excel, because the subject need of course more and more videos. First of all, what we have to differentiate between formulas and function in Excel. If we just start for simple definition for formula is just like a mathematical calculation. We can say like a mathematical calculation. You have to write it by yourself. I mean, for example, we need the summation. I mean, just we have some numbers and we need to uh, find the total of those numbers. So just the first number plus the second number plus the third number and so on, divided by this number divided by this number. So you have to write the operation, the mathematical operation by yourself, plus, minus, divided by, multiply, and so on. But in the function we have a name of the function. We can find it in the Autosum, or we can write it by ourselves as well. So function in Excel, there is a name of the function. For example, for the total we can write sum function. For the average we have average function. Just write average. So we have a name. So we can easily, I think, differentiate between formulas and function in this way. Now we'll start with the formula. For example, if I have some numbers here. So for example here we can see we have those numbers from age like 3, and here I need to find the total of those numbers, so from age 3 until age 7. You can do that by that formula here, not a function, which means without any name. So just to indicate that I need to write a formula or function, Excel cannot understand that I need to write formula or function. So to inform Excel that I need to write a formula and function, I have to start by the equal. So the first thing you have to do when you have to write a formula or function, just to start with the equal sign. Then I need to do what? Anything. You can just add a number 3 plus in the keyboard 5 plus 10, like plus and just enter. Now you will find the summation here in this way. If you just click here, you can find it here in the formula bar. You can find the formula, or double click also you can find it. Just enter to go out. This in this way. But for example, if I have changed this one, make it 10, nothing will change. I need to rewrite the formula again, and this is not a good way in Excel. In Excel we said we have cells. Everything in Excel is just a cell. So instead of you write the formula for the numbers, we can write the formula for the cells itself, or for the cell itself, and then whatever inside the cell, no problem with the content. If you write 10, you write 100, it will calculate the cell itself. So I mean what? Here, to write the formula, start with equal, and then I don't say 3, no, edge, what? Edge 3. So you can write edge 3 by yourself, like this. So edge 3 is already by default indicate here. Now plus edge 4, you can write it or just click here automatically. Edge 5 plus edge 7, sorry, edge 4, edge also plus edge 5, no problem, you can add it here. So just like this. Now I write the formula, but for the cells, not for the content of the cell. So anytime I can change the content, I can change the value in the cell, and it will automatically change it, recalculate it again. Now just enter. Now find the result. But now if I change that and make it, for example, 100, enter. Now you can see automatically change it, recalculate the formula, because I say edge, not the 100, for example, or 10. I say edge 5. So anything in H5 will calculate this total formula. Now multiply. So just also equal, and then for example this number, just instead of plus, you have to write multiply here. So plus, multiply what? Multiply this. Multiply anything you want, like again for example multiply this, and enter. Now this is the multiplication. Subtract, which means minus, like. So also equal, for example this number, just write minus here, minus this number, enter. Now we have 90. Division, same thing, I can just equal 100, for example, here divided by in keyboard. So we have divided by 100 divided by 3, and you will find the result here. This everything here is the formula, not function. Now average, how we can find the average? We have to make a total or add the numbers and then divide it by the count of the numbers. So how many numbers we have? So here I have how many numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can say here equal. I can open the brackets because you know the priority of operation in mathematics start with the division or multiplication, not to start by the plus. But here I need to start with the plus. For example, here, if I write like this, make it like this, plus this one, plus this one, plus this one, plus this one, and then divided by 5, because I have here 5. So divided by 5. Now it's not correct. Why? Because the priority of operation in mathematics start from here. H7 divided by, start with divided by. So H7 divided by 5, it will be not correct. And then a plus, add for other. So it will not be correct. But I need to do what here? I need to start with the plus or the summation. So just add those inside the brackets or parentheses like this. Now for this, we'll start with anything in mathematical with anything inside the brackets. So now I add the addition inside the brackets, so we'll start with the addition. Then divided by 5. Now it is correct. So minimum, I cannot do that. I need a function to find the minimum value. Or you can just write 3 here, minimum value. Maximum value, 100. So I can just write it. Count, so how many we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So count will be 5. Now this is a formula. How we can find the function here? Function, for example, I need total, but in function now. Same thing, but just write the function. We can go to the Autosum. We have many ways to do that. We can go to the Autosum here, and you can find a function. I need total, which means summation, so just sum function for this. If you just click on it or just add the mouse here, you can find automatically add it up. Your total will appear after the selected cell, which means what? You can, if you select the cell here and go to the sum, automatically will add it after them. But not, we don't need this always. For example, I need to add the total here. So you can do that also, same thing. Just go to the Autosum and this function, student. This function, not formula, because you have a name, sum. So click here, sum. Sum for what? Just select anything you want. I need sum for this. And enter. Now this is like this. Or you can write it by yourself. Just equal sum, the name of the function, and shift and number 9. You have to open the bracket and then select anything you want here, and shift and 0 to close the bracket and just enter. Or another way, you can just write equal and start with sum, sum, write sum. You will find it here. Just to click on it, double click, and automatically will open it for you. Select it and enter. This is the function here. If you open the function here, you can see we have sum, number 1, number 2, or you can just range. This is called range from ag3, and this the dots one above the other or below the other. This is called range. So from edge 3 here to edge 7, this are range. Or you can add just numbers if you want. You can do that and say this number, then click on this number, then comma this number, comma this number, and so on. So you can do anything you want by the sum. The average here, this in the formula, but in the function we have function here called average. So you can just go to the average here and select I need average for those. So just from ag3 the range to a7, enter like this. Minimum, also we have a min function here. Just go here to the Autosum, everything in the home, min, and then you can select that to find the minimum. Maximum, same thing. We have max, the bigger value or the larger value. Click here and then select anything you want and enter. Count, I need to find the count of those. For example, now it is only 5, so it's easy to find the count. But if you have like 132, 1035, it's difficult to count it by yourself. So you can just go to this function called count function, count number. This count only for number. We'll explain other types of count, but now this just for only for number, and just enter now to find the count of the cells here. Also the useful of the function you can do like this, for example. Now, if I need to find the total by formula, equal, and then, for example, I need to find the total of all those. It's very difficult to do that by formula. You have to do it like this, and then plus, after that this, after that this, and so on. But by function, it's very easy. You can just go to the Autosum or just write the sum by yourself here, open the bracket, and just select everything here. Anything. If you have 1 million numbers, just do that and enter, and it will find the summation of those numbers. Same thing for the average. Just go here, then go to the average, then click on the average and select anything you want. Just arrange and enter, and it will automatically find the average of. There are other ways also to write a function, not only this way. Like for example, from here, if you just write insert function, you will find any function you want, like sum and everything. Now you can just search for function. I need, for example, average. So just write average. Just start with it, IVE for example, or AVA, and you'll find average here, for example. Any function you want. I need max. I just write MA, enter. You will find here max. Then okay. Now we don't need to write anything. Just say max for what? Which numbers? I need those numbers, for example. Just select it by yourself and then okay. Now automatically will add the max of those numbers, right? Here, for example, I need to find the result here in the maximum here. So I can go here, go to this here, which means insert function, click on it, write max. So just see here, enter. You will find the max. Okay. Now max for what numbers? You can just click here or just select that here. Just add the mouse here and select, for example, those. That is from J3 to J7 here. So which one is maximum number? Is 90, of course. So just okay, you will find the 90. Any function you can find it here, student. Any function you can find it here if you want to find any function. Even you can edit it. For example, maximum here. Click on the maximum and then go here to edit the value. For example, you can add other numbers as you want. For example, the numbers is not one beside the other. I mean here, like in the sum also. For example, I have here number 70. I have here number 80. And here 45, for example. And I need to find the summation of those numbers total here in this cell here. So how you can do that? By formula you can do that. Just this plus this, for example, plus this. But by some function, if you try to find some function here, and you cannot select because the numbers not in order, for example. So you can just click also the first one, sorry, here in the sum, add the first one, then comma, and the second one, comma, the third one. Maybe it's difficult for some of you or just consume some time. You can easier way do that. For example, here I need the total. You can go here, I need the sum. So just find sum, and here is sum function. Okay. Now I need those numbers. If the numbers in order like this, just select the range. But now not in order, so click here. Then I need the second number. Go here. Then I need the third number. Go here and okay. And you will find also the same result. So we have 3 ways to add a function, not a formula. The first one, from Autosum, you can find all functions from here, just more functions, and you can find all functions. Or you can just write it by yourself, like sum, and open a bracket and close it. Or the third way is go here to the function here, and you can find just any function you want. Hope you understand that, and thank you very much.